Hey guys, and welcome back to another map first impressions video. Today we're going to take a look at Fichtelberg. This map has been out for quite a long time over at the farmingsimulator.com mod hub, but was just recently updated to include support for consoles. And I don't know if other changes were done to the map or if it was just released with console support. But at any rate, I would play this map for a bit, but never really got into it. But I think this map has a lot of potential for the right person. Just wasn't something that I really dove into, at least at the time that I was going to play with it. This map does not have the snow mask in it, so it is not seasons prepared, but that's no reason why you can't play this map with seasons. The only issue is you won't have the straw and hay rotting. Just for fun, we're going to drive around in this little Toyota truck. Just for fun. I'm going to go ahead and leave up all the DLCs and everything. Pull up the log. So, this map has 91 hectares of workable fields, 53 fields, 17 meadows. It is a European style map. The fields do have missions on them. There are some Driveable Train. Got Forestry, and all your animals are on the map. Let's go ahead and jump on in. Here we are at our starting point on the map, and let's go ahead and take a look at the PDA itself. And look at that, there are fields all over the place. So your grass fields are the W's. W5, W6, W15, W1, 2, 16, are 17 grass fields scattered around the map. You can mow all of that to your heart's content because they are owned by you, or basically they're not owned by anybody else, so no one's going to complain. We have our standard crops on this map. We do not have sugarcane. This map was not updated to include sugarcane. We start out by owning 0 fields. That was one of the cool things that I thought about this map when I first started playing Farm Sim and explored this map the first time and started playing it, was you don't own any fields. You have nuggets on the map, so you can collect your 1,000,000 gold and start buying your fields. Or you can do missions and earn money to buy your fields, or you can just basically go around and do grass and silage work to work your way up to owning the fields. But you don't own any fields by the start. You do start out with a fair bit of crop, though. You have 25,000 liters, even in hard mode, of all of your grain crops. And there are several sell points on the map for all of your crops, including a train-only sell point. We have wool and wood chips on the map. BGA takes our manure, slurry, and silage. It's typical. Then we have a hay, straw, and grass sell point that also takes our straw pellets and our hay pellets. And then the sawmill takes our straw pellets also. So akin to the not starting out with any fields, you start out with very little equipment here on the map. All of it is owned. Let's go ahead and, interesting enough, you start out with a $200,000 bank balance on hard mode, as opposed to the normal $15,000. You start out with some extra cash, but we do not have, still have our loan that we have to pay off. We don't start out with any animals, sheep, pigs, or cows, and nothing is in the feed troughs. And our silo has a capacity of 100,000 liters. Take a look at that starting equipment. We start out with 3 tractors and range in horsepower from 99 to 300 horsepower. We have front loader arms, a bucket, and a bale spike. And then we have the coon cultivator, seeder, water trailer, the silo king, power washer, workshop, and a pair of solar collectors, or 3 solar collectors that are going to be earning us money as we play the game. That's another source of revenue. Go ahead and lease up our Toyota here. Let's look for shop. Shop. And we'll hit reset and see what happens. So our reset point is right back here on the main farm, which is about center on the map. There it is. We do have what appears to be a different sky or a different light. Lighting just looks a little bit different on the map than it does on some of the other maps. And we've got hot air balloons. So we've got some nice activity up in the skies. Let's explore the map here, or the farm here. So we've got our farmhouse. Start out with some pallets of seed and fertilizer right here on the rack. Got lots of storage for our equipment. Here. So this icon for seed and fertilizer is just misplaced. Needs to be over there. It's misplaced. Our T5 hooked up to our cultivator, ready to rock and roll. So we own some fields. Got some more storage. We can tip our root crops in here. And on the other side of this building, here is our silo dump. And here is our silo, this side, our silo fill pipe right here in this tree. Might need to come in here and cut that limb back so that we can don't have any problem getting our grain. Storage. Across here. Got a weigh scale here so we can come in here and weigh our truck before and after we dump our grain if we want. And we got some more storage in here. Got this nice wall to dump our root crop into, should we so wish to. Shed. Even more storage over here. Now, one thing to note is this does have a collision. So this is kind of a, I don't know if it supports the overhang or what it's doing, but there's two of them over here. They can kind of become a problem. Well, storage there. And then the farm just keeps going. We got even more building storage back here. You're going to have a whole ton of equipment here if you manage to fill this all up. Then this is not a silage bunker. This is just a really like the texture on this wall. Or power washer. It's almost like it's a wash area, but it could also be potentially where you can just dump root crop if you want. Because there do appear to be collisions on the wall. Tip collisions. And here's your repair shed, customize point. And that's the main farm. It's a really nice area. I'm gonna run up here to the cow area. This was the first map that I explored before I did map videos. When I mean explored, I mean there for a while I would just download maps and just walk around and look. Do a lot of what I do on these videos, but just do it for my own use. This is one of the first maps that I noticed where you actually get some bales to start out with. Got a bale there. And we got some bales stacked over here. And kind of like how they're not stacked perfect. They're kind of just scattered in there. That's pretty cool. Bale over here. Our trigger to buy our cows. And I want to thank Mr. Sealy P's video because I watched his video. And this is apparently the water trough. I had no idea that was the water trough. I played this map for a little bit, like I said, but when I played it, I didn't have, I didn't do animals at that point. I hadn't worked my way up to animals yet. Here we've got our silage trigger. And then we have our silage clamp right here for our cows. This is typically a field you might buy early on in your gameplay here because it's only $90,000. And you already start out with a fair chunk of change. 0.1 hectares. And that's it. So let's jump in our gator and get exploring. Oh, we're not getting in our gator. What am I saying? We're going to get in our land cruiser. On out here. And let's see here. So we got kind of a couple of different things we could do. Let's go out here and make our way to the shop and then just do a big old loop and end up down here at the bottom at a town. This map also has lots of fields that have terrain. Look at that. Crest on that field. Fall away. That was a field that I had purchased and was farming. Got a grass field here. This field, look at it, just dips down there into looks like it's going down into a river. Just kind of falls away. So I really liked the fields and the way they naturally flowed. Started playing this map pretty much right out of Goldcrest Valley, where the fields were just seemingly overly flat. Bridge over some water. Water is a little muddy looking. A little muddy texture coloring to it. Let's go ahead. On over here. So we got Morgan's Massive Motors and the other, the Sofnoska, I guess, building here. Morgan's Motors, it looks like it's some interesting, I don't know if the texture's messed up on that or what the deal with that is. It's just looks weird. Shop trigger there. And then we have our repair and customized trigger in the building over here. And a huge area here to, on your sign. Huge area here to spawn your equipment. In fact, when I watched Sealy P's video, this building wasn't here. I'm wondering if it wasn't here because it's got a big John Deere on the side of it. Right, so let's head over here to the pigs, which aren't too far away from the main farm. Just around the corner here, if you will. Like they're just right down there. There are the pigs. Right down there. Well, here you can see this field. Look how it just undulates up and down. Really, really nice. I like how that works. Got our pig farm here with a little bit of vehicle storage, a little bit of implement storage. Got our straw trigger and our slurry trigger here. We got our water trigger. And our pig food. Our manure pile. Go ahead and buy up some pigs. We got a nice building in here. It's for them to come into and hang out when it's nice and cool. When it's hot, so they can stay nice and cool. I remember when I played through this, I put a placeable silo over here in this little grass area. I put a silo down to store grain. Let's look at this detail. Either I'm reading way too much into it, or this is deliberate. So we've got this area here that's kind of bowed out. You've got the road comes down, makes a 90, it's this way. But what we've got here is we've got where kind of people have over the years made wide turns out and kind of killed the grass, and we just have a dirt area here. That's deliberate or not, I don't know, but that's how I'm interpreting it. Alright. So we're going to go down here and check out Farmer Seb and whatever this other sell point is. Cool bridge. Lots of different bridges around the map, lots of different terrain and elevations. Back up in here. I have to take that road. At the sell point, you come around here and you just go down your grain dump. You don't want to come in here with anything big, that's for sure. Might be hard to come through here with a big semi-trailer. Store some grain or store some equipment in here. Check this road out. Whoa, just all the way down here. On down in here, and then we got another storage building down here. A big old grass field down here by the river. And directly across there is the pig farm to our left. So let's go ahead and oh, there's a fence there. So this road just ends. We need to get up, back up there. We're just going to drive through this guy's grass field. I guess it's technically our field. So we can mow it if we want. Alright. Come up to a traffic circle. And you know what? We might as well just go to this town while we're down here. Check out how this road just flows. We go down. I mean, this just is cool. Go down. Down. Turn. I mean, it just all feels very, as if this very much could be a real place. Got this grass field. Let's cut in here. Got this grass field that just falls away. Little hill where the woods are. Just the way things just ebb and flow. There's like There's not a flat spot. Well, there's probably are flat spots on the map. But it just feels like, look at this. This is just... Look at the suspension. But, you know, the way everything just flows, it just makes you feel that this could very much be a real area. Field 47 is 4.25 hectares, $344,000, and that's this field here. Trigger's markers maybe a little bit too far over. Let's see here. How do I get out of here? There we go, we escaped. So while we're over here, let's check this area out. This is just a big storage. Just random storage buildings here. 2 levels of storage buildings. This one here. Storage building. A little bit of issues with some grass and whatnot in here, but that's okay. And then down here on a lower level, got some more storage buildings. You could use this for crops or whatever if you wanted to. Bales. Down here we have a vehicle repair shop. Playing with seasons and you discover that you need to repair your building, or you need to do some 30-hour maintenance. So you've got a repair building down here. I get there. Field here. Head on to the town here. It's a Fichtelberg diner. Got the Goldcrest Valley sculpture there. There's our egg sell point at the bakery. Come on in here to one of our sell points. Here. The gates, and then we can dump in. Hay, straw, and grass sell point here. Nice fence sign. Scale here. Complete with, you don't see that. Got a nice kilogram little logo there. Most of those scales you don't see that actually have a unit of measurement. For what our Land Cruiser weighs. 4,788 kilograms. Wonder if that's anywhere close to realistic. I don't know. There's some narrow roads coming on back in here to our spinnery, or wool sell point. There. Gas station. And oh, there's our basketball and a basketball hoop. Oops. Oh, I got it. So then here we have the grain dump for bakery. That's the town. Head on. We got our hot air balloons. We're in quite the ballooning area. They like to balloon around here. Oh. Too busy trying to figure out where I'm going and looking around than actually seeing where I'm driving. I'm zoomed out like this. That's, I guess, a sign that says Fichtelberg back here. Yep, Fichtelberg. Another big old bridge here, and let's just make our way up here and find this train. Field 52 is the biggest field on the map. We'll check out the field sizes here in a little bit. Nice forested on either side here. We got a nice river system going on here. Trees right down to the river's edge. A little bit of a sand dune or beach there. That'll take us back to Art Farm. Want to go that way. 35 is a nice rolling field of canola. So there's the train track. Getting close to the train. Go this way. That is a train. I think that's a train transfer station there. Over there. I think this may lead us around to where the train is. I'll get down there, but look, we got a nice little beach down there. Under the railroad track. We can come back up here. Over here to this field. So let's tab around until we find the train. Here we are. Train's down here at the sawmill. Yeah. Go ahead and scroll on out there. So there's the sawmill. Got our mill pond down there, our log sell point, and our wood chip sell point down there. Come on out here a little bit. Take a look at some of these fields as we drive the train around. Under some bridges. There's some woods. Here is the train only sell point. There's our Land Cruiser. And this train goes into a tunnel. We're going to go into a tunnel. Take a look at the PDA. Now, I will tell you, there used to be a nugget on the first version of this map in this tunnel. It's probably still here. So if you're hunting for nuggets and you see a nugget that shows up that's like up here in the middle of nowhere and you can't figure out where it is, it's probably in the train tunnel. That's just a hint. If you get 99, you can't figure out where the last one is. Check the train tunnel. Yep, so here we are. We are at Maplefield Pool, a train transfer station. We don't have a really big train that circumferences the entire map. It really just loops around this little loop here. But it is one of the few trains that I have seen that go through a tunnel. We have a train bridge. And here we are back where we started. So like I said, it's not a really long train. But it's a fun train. If you do want to sell at this this train-only sell point, it's pretty much going to be a requirement. And sometimes map authors make the selling price here at these train sell points a better price than that of other sell points. It's just something to be aware. Start our Land Cruiser up. Just cut across here. And let's head on over to the sheep farm. Oops. Here we are at the sheep farm. Not a lot going on here. Kind of just a sheep pen. I do remember this sheep sign though. There's the sheep sign. Here we have our buy point for our sheep. We have our wool spawn point, and this is right smack on with the Farm Sims main Farm Sim 17 sheep area. You've got your water trough and your grass trough, now, all the way down to these buildings and everything, all being in the exact same spot. There. Farming Simulator 17 hot air balloons up there. 21.26 hectares, $182,000, and we got an island. This would be a good map. This would be a good field to use the island bypass island mode on new course play. But let's. I want to go back to the. I want to go back to the BGA and to the animal sell point. But I'm not going to go back the way I just came because I think I have to go over that bridge to get to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go this way. That field, that's the side of a nice hill. I'm going to go this way. And let's go in cab. I think this field will wind us around. Speed. So, silo explanation. Fermenting place, place for fruits, grass, other like. Okay. I think we'll understand once we see that. Here we've got some storage buildings. Come in here to our weigh scale. Got our Silo King right here. And this is not our digestate trigger, so you know. More storage. You'd think that is based on how it's set up. Our digestate trigger is over here at the typical area. And here is the silo explanation. So this ginormous bunker here is for fermenting silage. And then we've got a bunker in here for fermenting. I would suggest filling this one first. Really shiny, really slick walls here. I'd suggest filling this one first. And then after you fill this one, come over here and work on this one. So this area you do not get a trigger for, but you can basically just pile up whatever you want there. And the same here. You've got collisions on the walls, but you don't get a silage compaction chaff trigger. So this you can just put whatever you want in there. That's what the explanation sign there means. Let's back on up. Now what I want to do is I want to try to get in that bridge that is in front of us somehow. I think I need to come around here. So the shop is directly in front of us. I want to take this road here. I think this road will take us up and around to the animal dealer. Definitely taking us up. And it looks like it's taking us around. There's the BGA below us. So that can be one of the big frustrations with this map, is that there's so many elevation changes and things are in so many different levels that you could find it difficult to find your way around, simply because you think you're on the right road to where you need to go, and you discover that you're not. So I had, when I'd first seen this map, this whole area seemed to really confuse me, but I think it's like a training area for horses. It's just deco, if you will. So up here we have Mary's farm. Here we have the sell point for manure, and we have our grain dump, and then we have the animal dealer. This is very much like main Goldcrest Valley, kinda, the way things are laid out here, maybe. I've been on Goldcrest Valley for a while, but I remember something looking a lot like this. We have our trigger for our animals. More farms up here. And at this point, I think we're pretty much on the highest part of the map, maybe. We can really just look out over everything. What do we need to look at? We still need to go down to Farmer Seb. And I think that's about it. So let's throw caution to the wind and just go off-roading. It's a cliff. Oh. That was a ride. Alright, this road will take us around to Farmer Seb. Before we do that, I'm going to drive over to the cow farm. It's right here. I want to show you a couple things. Couple things I forgot. Couple things I missed. Alright, so over here we have our liquid manure and our solid manure for our cows. Okay. We got our grass trough for our cows. And if we make our way over here, we have a bunker. Kind of a natural earthen bunker to kind of pile some stuff up. And we've got a cow over here. This little area. Cows just kind of come across here on their own. What I want to do in order to get to Farmer Seb, so there's the sawmill. What I want to, oh, these fences. What I want to do to get to the sawmill is I want to go drive up through this this forested area. I think it's a really nice, detailed area, and deserves to be shown off a little bit. Flag down there. Take a look. So here we have a location to get water. It's Farm Sim 17 flat. That's all that is. I remember playing this map a long time ago and really digging this forest. Take you guys through it. Just because I can. This way. Zoom in. We'll stay third person, but we're going to zoom in a little bit so we can kind of not get lost in the trees. Got multiple levels, multiple tracks just going off everywhere. Through here. Multiple elevations. We got this, we would call in, where I come from, we got a little holler there. Holler. That's what we call it. It's just up and down, up and down. Big old valley here. Down there. That's what I wanted to show. So I really liked the way this this forested area was. Now, bring a logging truck up into here, you'd have some pretty good struggles climbing these, like this hill here. Oh man, look at this. Don't play this with MR. You're never getting up this hill. Again, our farm is over here to our left. Come back around. There's our solar panels. And then Farmer Seb is right up here to our left. And that's the map. So guys, let me know in the comments what you think of Fichtelberg, Fletchenberg, whatever, however you call it. Is this a map that you played before? If it's not a map you played before, is it a map that you're maybe interested in checking out now? Let me know in the comments. And until next time, guys, happy farming.